Hey Fit Fam, this is Tay the Great from Fit and Sanity. Today's show is sponsored by F&A Distribution, your local laser, steel, and cut crew. Need custom brackets, plates, or gym signage? They'll cut it, label it, and have it ready to bolt on. Just visit fnadistribution.com and tell them Fit and Sanity sent you.
Yeah. Yeah, we back in the zone. Time to tighten the frame. Mind sharp, body strong. Yeah, we lifting the game. Fit and Sandy, see the crew. We be breaking the limits. No excuses, no fear. We go hard every minute. Tay the Great in the lab. Jordan holding it down. We talk health, real life, how to rise from the ground. If you ready for the change, take a breath, lock in. It's the podcast for the warriors. Let's begin. 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 Let's begin.
All right, let's be real. Life doesn't slow down for your goals. Work, responsibilities, stress, it all keeps coming. So the question is, how do you stay consistent when life get busy? Welcome back to another episode of Fit and Sanity. This is your host, Tay the Great. Along with me today, I got Bernard back in the building.
What is going on, everybody? How you doing? How you feeling? What's popping? Let's get this going.
All right, and I also got a special guest, one of my clients, Sophie.
Hey guys, nice to meet you all.
Sophie, we're so glad to have you here. And Bernard, man, thanks for coming back. You know, I always appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Always, man. I'm here for it.
And, you know, I got Sophie here. She's going to give us a little bit of real life perspective. Some of the things us as health and fitness professionals might not think about as far as consistency. That's why Sophie's here. She's going to break it down along with a list of her experiences, right? So, Sophie, let's start with you. Why do you feel like it's been so hard to be consistent? Let's just start with the gym. Let's start with something simple. We won't go crazy.
The gym is a good example. I'm new with trying to get into the gym and actually create a stable habit, a stable, healthy mindset for myself. And it's actually like a way of regaining control over your life in a different way.
Right.
So as far as like establishing like new goals, new habits, discipline, it really does become hard to stay consistent because you find yourself wanting to do just about all of those at once. You want to become consistent, but also build discipline, but also meet your goals. And to be honest, when you break it down, it's not that easy. You have to do everything one step at a time, which, after a while, you start to actually, achieve your goals after you do, slow it down and carefully analyze your steps on what your goal is or what you're trying to do overall.
Yeah. There you go. Look at you.
Like that. Hey.
Analytical with it, Sophie.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to know.
Yeah.
No, that was good. So, I mean, for you, what was your turning point? What made you decide, like, okay, I want to get in the gym, I want to do this, I want to change things around? And how hard has it been to actually stay consistent for you?
Honestly, life hit hard around last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something very serious in my life that actually changed me from being a young adult to actually maintaining a mindset of, okay, I'm an adult now. This is the things I got to do differently. What can I do to actually meet these goals or meet the expectations that I have for myself to actually become an adult and to feel like I'm envisioning my own vision of being an adult. So I figured that, start with going to the gym. I wanted to become more active. I wanted to become more healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up doing sports in my younger years, but as I got older into my adult life, you start to lose that ability. You start to lose a lot of abilities. And I want to regain that back. I still feel like I have the energy of my younger self, but in order to keep that up, you have to do things like maintain activity, be active, and also like stay in motion constantly throughout your life in different ways. And it also sharpens you in other areas that you didn't realize that you actually needed growth in. So I like that, when I made that decision to change, to actually want to become consistent and actually build that confidence within myself, that's when I decided to go to the gym and actually make it a real thing and make it a priority in my life. So
Look at you. I like that. All right. What about you, Bernard? Like, and mind you, like, yes, we go about the gym, but consistency, period. I mean, you've got a lot of experience down to military, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can you give us a breakdown of why you think consistency is so hard for some?
Man, in all honesty, not just with myself, but with the people that I talk to, the big thing is that when you step foot in the gym, it doesn't matter if you're experienced or not. When you get there, it's like completely overwhelming. Like there's so many things that you could do, so many things to see, so many machines to do, so many free weights and all that stuff. And then on top of all that, it's the people. The people can be very overwhelming as well.
Right.
And so it builds that it takes that consistency down a notch because of the fact that like you see all of that and you're so dwelled into yourself that you just don't want to continue. Like you don't want to continue at all. So the biggest thing with consistency, and me, I'm all about, like, I'm prior military.
Yeah.
So I'm really big on scheduling. I'm really big on scheduling and just like finding that routine that you could do. That way you could just bing bam boom and just keep it moving. But also it that does tie down with, okay, you do have a schedule or something of the sort. You have a routine, but what if somebody's using it? So that's another thing that kind of drives into the overwhelmness of the gym. So it's just like just keeping a steady mindset, building that schedule, that routine. That's gonna help out a lot in the long run. But consistency is just, oh my God, it's a really big mind game. It is. So at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep your mind at ease while you're doing what you gotta do to maintain your goals.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. I have to ask something. Consistency is a question that we're asking about, but there is something I have to ask. Just because I've seen it the last couple of days. Your girl, Sophia, you can give me a little insight to this. Because when we talk about consistency, for me, I talk about routines, habits, everything.
Mm-hmm.
We all get up and go to work consistently in the morning. And most of us have the same exact routine every morning. Why is it so chaotic for some people in the morning? I don't think that's a weird statement, but I feel like for women, it's pure chaos in the morning. I watch. Even the women in my life, it's like, you had to get up and do this every day. Why is it so chaotic? Why do you feel like it's so chaotic?
I think it's just from a sense of not organizing, like, what their priorities are beforehand. I mean, me personally, my mornings are very routine. So because I don't like to have hard mornings, I enjoy my peace in the mornings. That's the way to start your day. And I like to start my day on a peaceful note, not chaotic, not being rushed. So I quite often take steps. I have ways of, like the night before, you get your clothes ready, or you kind of already have an idea of what you want to wear. I already have my time like stretched out to where even if I am late or running late, I'm still on time. So because I don't like being rushed. So I still take into account for other things because I know myself. That came from a long time of self-awareness of I know myself. I know that in the mornings, I don't like to just hit the ground running. I like to kind of enjoy a minute, take a minute or two to actually wake up and realize that, okay, this is the morning. It's a brand new day. Let's get it going. So I've always managed my routines in that aspect. But from other women that I have observed, I think it just comes from a sense of disorganization, as well as they haven't taken time to, really look into themselves of, like, okay, what can I do to not be disorganized? What can I do to shorten this amount of time to where, okay, I'm not putting on my makeup in the car, but instead I had the 5 to 10 minutes beforehand to put on my makeup and then leave. So
put makeup on in the car. I've seen that. That is,
that's a skill.
That is.
That is a skill.
I seen a lady at one point. I'm on this side of the highway. She's driving on the other side of the highway. Literally putting eyeliner on, and It was like we had to be going, and she was speeding. Only reason I know she was speeding because I pulled her over, and I wouldn't have pulled her over if I hadn't seen the kid bouncing up in the backseat.
Oh
I'm like,
my
that's
God,
a little
that
bit
makes
too
it
much.
even worse.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's crazy.
But that is a skill. It's
Yeah.
a skill.
I commend that all. I mean,
it's
I condone it, but at the same time, that's look.
It's talent. I don't see how
I gotta
you're
give
pulling
them
up.
props. Yeah.
So I'm
Multitasking is an underrated skill. It
Nah,
really
for
is.
real.
Yeah.
So,
For real.
chewing bubble gum and walking. Everybody can't do it. You know? Me, when I drive, I'm like, let me focus. Let me just get from point A to point B, and I'll go from there. I don't think I can do that. But no, it's cool. It's all love, ladies. I just wanted to know, like, please feel free to comment. come on socials, talk about it, because I really want to know. All right, so with this everything, we know motivation comes and goes, and I guess since we're talking about consistency, do we go consistency over motivation? Y'all feel like the same thing?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Half the time I'm not motivated to do anything. Sometimes it's just life don't get easier. You just have to be more disciplined.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so I guess, Sophia, we'll go with your whole experience. Like, do you feel like how long you been working out?
Let's see, we're in April. I would say it's about 8 months now. I've been going to the gym and actually trying to build my consistency. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think I know you said real life, real everything kind of happened, but at some point, why the gym? Why not just go walking? Why not just, you know what I mean? What made you say, look, I'm going to the gym. I need to be accountable. And then you got a trainer. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
So you went all in.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, okay, so my logic behind all this was the only way how I'm actually going to keep up with it is if it's something like taking something out of me. So since I'm paying for the gym, I told myself I have to go to the gym. It was just something where I didn't want to waste my money. You know, I chose to pay for this. I'm choosing to go that route. Now I have to do something about it. I have to, wake up and go to the gym on the days I don't feel like going to the gym, or even like there's some days where I work a long day and I'm mentally exhausted. However, I still have to find some energy left in the tank to get up and go to the gym because I'm paying for it. And essentially, there's even days where I don't feel like it. However, it's the aspect of, okay, at least just do something.
Right.
Even if I just walk on the treadmill. And half the time, even like when I just get there, I start to get a burst of energy where I actually do start to feel like working out. Maybe it's the environment. I can't explain that. However, I do get another surge of energy where I'm like, okay, I'm in a different environment. Let me actually put in this work and do something that I wasn't doing this time last year. And that's a big thing that I hold myself up to because I'm showing up for myself now.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than me just, showing up and going to the gym. I'm actually showing up for myself. So,
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I love her mindset.
Yeah.
Such a great mindset. I wish more people thought like that. You know what I mean? It's just I love it. I love it.
I mean, can you piggyback off that on so what she was saying? So for me, I feel like when the days where I don't feel like working out, I have the best workouts, absolute best workouts.
Yeah.
What about you, Bernard? What do you feel like that comes from, or she says she comes in the gym and then it's okay after that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I honestly I feel the same way. I feel like you know how like runners get that second wind.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing. Like whenever you go to the gym, even like especially when you don't feel like it, because you get the vibe whenever you go to the gym, and that's one of the main things why I like Crunch, because I feel like whenever before I even started working there, like I was working out there and stuff like that, but like the specific one that we work at, it just has that vibe. It has that welcoming feeling, right?
Right.
And to the point in which if you don't feel like you're up to go, right, and you go anyway, like it just gives you that welcoming feeling. And so like it gives you that burst of energy. It gives you that, all right, let's do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so like me and you, like we encourage that all the time. You know what I mean? Even if you don't go, have that mindset to build in order to go when you don't feel like it. because I mean you never know. You know, whenever you come into whatever gym that you go to, it just you know if you catch that vibe, if you catch that feeling, like you're gonna want to work out. You know, but also the money thing. You know, it like you're paying the, you know what I mean, in this economy, like you gotta you're putting that money in, you know what I mean, you might as well, you know, get your money's worth on it, you know what I mean. And I wish more people thought like that instead of, you know, wasting away, because there's so many people that I've seen one time and like that was it. And I've been in that gym for about a good like 7 months, and it pains me for that, because it's like, if you got money to blow like that, let a brother hold $50, please.
You just come one time.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially people that pay, they'll buy sessions and then don't show up for themselves, and it's just like, I don't get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah,
Because it ain't my money. It's like,
right. But still, let a brother hold $50. Like, you know what I mean? If you got money to blow like that, you know, I would use that for something great. I would right. Just let a brother hold $50.
But you're right. You're not lying.
But yeah, no, that second win, it's an official thing as far as like the mentality. Once you actually like, you know, step foot into the gym that you choose to go to, it's just, you know, when. Dang, it's just, you know, and I've had my fair share of gyms that I just don't see that vibe, and I want to turn around and go home. I'm not gonna, you know, say no names, EOS, but I just, you know, but I say that because I can't even set foot in the gym because I'm taking so long trying to find a parking spot.
Oh my God!
And so it's like. You know, I can't even set foot in that gym. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go home. You know, I'm just gonna go home. So that's just kind of the experience that I have with that. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
That's funny, because I remember a Saturday morning calling myself before I started doing all this other stuff on Saturdays. I called myself getting up and going to EOS. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go work out. Literally drove around the parking lot about 3-4 times. After that, I'm like, do I really need to work out today?
Right.
Let me just head down to Planet Fitness, because Planet Fitness still a thing. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I'm leaving.
I gotta give Planet Fitness some props though. I talk a lot. I talk down a lot on Planet Fitness, but they had like some huge upgrades.
They have.
I gotta give them their props. You know, I'll never step foot in it, but
what?
But
you've never been to a Planet Fitness?
I've been to a Planet Fitness once. And that was around the time frame that they had their lunk alarms.
Oh yeah.
And I actually set one off.
You got lunked, huh?
Yeah, I got lunked,
I
bro.
can see that.
That's crazy.
I'm not surprised.
That's
I'm
crazy.
not surprised, not one bit.
But yeah, no, I got lunked, bro. And you know, they shushed me and told me not to do it again. And I was like, and I left. I never set foot in one again. You'll never do that to me again.
Yeah,
no.
That's not surprising to me. I'm really not surprised.
Yeah, I've been lunked.
I could see that. But I mean, Planet Fitness is okay. It's good for what it was. You know what I mean? It's good for what it is. I feel like it's a great gym to start working out at, or even if like, because it's like the cheapest thing you can get, right?
No, real talk. You can't get any cheaper than that. For real.
Yeah, and this is like if your funds are low, or if you're just looking to start and you don't know what you're doing. And plus, I think Planet Fitness was the only 24-hour gym over here before I even started.
Yeah,
for Crunch.
Yeah, it was 24 hours for how many? Even even during during COVID too. Right. I think it was still 24 hours. Yeah,
that was that used to be my gym before, but then they brought EOS and then this one, and then I was just like, all right, well, naturally as things grow,
natural selection.
Yeah,
algorithm. Naturally.
But yeah. All right. Let's go into another segment real quick. All right. A little bit of a game, but more of a busy or excuse, or both. So, Sophie, let me get your opinion. If somebody says they don't have time, are they busy, excuse, or both?
I feel like in a way it's both, but leaning more so on the excuse. because if it's something that you've already incorporated that you wanted to do, then you're going to make time for it.
Ooh,
So.
Hey,
I like that.
You know what? You don't know how many times I've heard that. I'm gonna have to say I want to say it's valid, but you know how many times I've heard in the dating world, basically, people make time for what they want,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
especially
Yeah.
me.
Exactly.
People make time for what they want. Apparently, I don't make time for a lot of stuff, but work. I work a lot, but anyway. So, oh no, what do you think?
I mean, in all honesty, it kind of leans more towards both. I mean, because I've been on both sides of the coin. You know, whether it's valid or an excuse and stuff. And I've been on both sides. So like I think it just depends on if you know the person. You build that connection with that client or with that person in general, and you get yourself to a point where you actually start to feel them. So it could be an excuse, it could be valid. It just depends on your relationship with that person, whether you could justify that or not.
I'm gonna go with valid. I think it's valid. I don't have time. It's just a valid. It's not. What is it? It's valid. I'm gonna use it for my own sake. We all agree. Cool. Case closed. We move to the next.
Agree to disagree. But keep it moving.
So I don't have time is a valid excuse. We've decided on the Fit and Sanity podcast.
I don't know who we is, but okay.
Speak for yourself.
What about I'm too tired? I feel like that's actually because you
That's
can't be
valid.
too tired.
Yeah, that's valid. Being tired comes in different aspects. So sometimes you may be mentally tired. Maybe you physically tired.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe sometimes you're emotionally tired. You're dealing with external things that you
That's
just don't
true.
have the energy for, So I understand that. Yeah.
Honestly, that's when you turn, like with me being a trainer, that's when you turn the trainer hat off and and become a therapist and be like,
Right.
all right, what's really going on?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
with me, I'm not trying to pick your brain, but I want to know where the disconnect is and see what I could do to assist you.
Yeah.
So whether it's an excuse or whether it's valid or whatnot, I want to know what's going on. Like, why are you? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's like, why are you coming to me to let me know that you're tired? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
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 And then hopefully we can come to a solution with it. But, other than that, it is what it is.
Yeah. I feel like there's one of those things you want to pay attention to because, like you said, if it is mentally tired and you just start throwing on a bunch of workouts and your client break down on you, start crying or something and just, you know what I mean?
And that's
It's
why,
you really want to pay attention to that.
That's why we always have that checklist. That checklist to see if you're like mentally and physically able to perform the workouts that we provide for you. And I love that. I love that we do that. But yeah, I mean, it just goes to show, you definitely got to see what's up with your peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about next one? I've had a long day. I feel like that's just a statement. Like, if I've had a long day, it was probably just a really long day. I was busy.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because even if I've had a long day, it doesn't mean I'm not going to work out.
Yeah.
That just means I might not be that great at it today.
Yeah.
Or
I'm just going to give you effort.
exactly.
Exactly.
I'm just going to give you effort. That's
Just
all
a
you're going to get
little
from
bit.
me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one, I'll start next week.
That's an excuse.
Hella excuse.
That's an excuse.
Excuses.
Right. That's procrastination.
That is.
That
It
is
is
the
finest
best.
because I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh God, how many times have you been planning to start something and you just?
I'll do it later.
Yeah, no. I hate to I'll start on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of my, I ain't gonna say it's a pet peeve, but it's something that I really don't like. It's like, bro, like you're alive today. Like what's
That's
stopping you from
true.
today? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
know?
And often I think we have to remind ourselves that life ain't just like it's not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Yeah, tomorrow's not on anybody's calendar,
Right.
Like, and I stand by that wholeheartedly. So it's like, well, go for a walk or something. You know what I mean? Just do
Yeah.
something simple.
Yeah.
Something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
or do something that you enjoy
Yeah.
every day, at least a little bit. Like, reward yourself. Okay, you went to the gym. That don't mean go get a pane of ice cream because you went to the gym, but shoot, like not every day, right? Because then that's counterproductive. But
no, because I love my ice cream now. Wait, hold on.
Every day?
No, every day, bro. Every day.
How
Don't
much
you
ice
judge
cream
me.
are we talking?
Man, look, I'll have about half a pint.
Every day?
Yeah, just half a pint. Cookies and cream. But I get the I don't get the Bluebell ice cream anymore. I get it's like a gelato.
Oh, I know what
Like
you're
a
talking
gelato.
about.
This is like one of the what's that other one? Something top. Halo top.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I get the Halo
Oh, that's
top.
the fancy one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. My
oh.
wife got me on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that fancy. Hey, that's one of the things when your wife has something good and you just want to eat what she got.
Yeah, she was eating it one day. I was like, "Hey, what that is?"
All right.
Let me have some. And then I got hooked. It was a wrap.
That's funny. No, that's cool then. All right. So on to the next segment, how to stay consistent. So in this segment, let's give the people some of our own real life tips on how we stay consistent and what we would tell them on how to stay consistent. So
I say just do it. Don't overthink it. Like, just do it, because I kind of have this thing where it's like, if I think about something more than 3 times, like, oh, I really should start that load of laundry. I really should start that load of laundry. And I think about it again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just start that load of laundry. I feel like that's the only way to actually really hold yourself accountable is by just getting up and doing it. Don't even think about it too much. Just do it, because the more you think about it, I feel like the more that emotion sets in if you're not wanting to do it. So just do it. Yeah, just Nike that thing. Just do it.
Nike that thing.
Just Nike that. I need that on the shirt.
Yeah.
Just Nike that thing.
That's Sophie's new logo. Oh, a new slogan. Oh, I think you were here last time. Remember when I was shouting out one of my clients that this was who I was shouting out.
Oh, that's who you shouting out? Oh,
yeah,
word.
so the last episode that started with falling off and everything, that was Sophie. So we're still on the topic on how to stay consistent now after fall off. So it's still in that series. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy you made it in. And then you dropping dimes on us, so I appreciate that.
Just Nike that thing.
Yeah.
What about you, Bernard? What do you have?
Oh, man. You know me, man. I think I said this on a previous episode, but I always, stand by the 6 Ps. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Yeah.
So my thing is I like to schedule everything out. Because if I go to the gym and I just kind of just wing it, it's not going to be as effective as I think it's going to be.
Right.
Whether and I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but toot. I'm highly skilled. Right. I'm highly skilled in exercises and what to target and stuff like that. But if I still don't have my routine, like it's still going to be pretty doo-doo. So I do what I can to build a routine. Plan it out ahead of time, and everything will be smooth sailing as soon as I get there. So with that, and then also tracking what I'm doing, because I want to make sure that my routine is sound, and at the same time, like, I'm not overdoing it or underdoing it or anything of the sort whenever I'm doing my thing, because if I don't see any results, or if I see the results that I don't like, then that's what kind of breaks down my consistency, and I don't want to do anything. And so I try and build my routine, and at the same time I track what I do as far as my rep sets, all that stuff, so I know, like, if something if something is hurting, or if I just didn't feel anything or anything of the sort. I feel like I have a generalized idea as far as, what I did that kind of, had that result, and then, continue to do what I do to gain what I want to gain. And then also, I just I don't know, man. I'm a big scheduler, man. I love to I love to schedule stuff. It helps out a lot.
Yeah. I always going to turn the phone off. That's me.
Man, that was That was a lovely ringtone.
I know, right?
That was so calm, bro.
I know. I have to keep everything calm. For
I
me.
feel it. I'm
a
here
calm
for that.
Person. Very calm person.
Yeah, no, that was relaxing. Take a nap right now.
But you know when it's not relaxing?
Mm.
When I'm asleep and someone calls me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when it's like I want to throw my phone across the room.
Nah, I hate that. I hate that I have such a calming alarm, but like when I hear it, I get mad. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think it just like when you're asleep and I get that certain noise.
Yeah.
It scares me, and then I woke up in like a panic, like holy crap, what's going on? Or if you've ever slept and you just, I don't know if somebody played a prank on you or whatnot, you've had somebody that talk really, really loud.
Yeah.
And you sleep and they wake you up out of your sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Your heart beating out of your chest, like, holy crap.
I've had that happen plenty of times when I was in the military.
I was going to say, you were in the military.
Yeah,
I know you had to go through it.
We had this thing.
Because it was like, I did the same.
No, we had this thing that, when our drill sergeants came in or when they would come into our place of leisure, or even when we were sleeping or anything of the sort, somebody had to yell out "at ease." So we would all, stand and parade rest whenever they came in to do what they do. And so that was the prank. That was it. So every time we heard that, oh yeah, the PTSD. Yeah. So yeah, that I feel that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
All right. So one thing I will say about staying consistent, one thing I try to do is it's those small gains, small victories, and I tell my clients this all the time. Like, let's focus on the small wins, the small gains. So it doesn't have to be like, okay, we got a 40-pound goal that we're trying to accomplish. Let's be good that our waist got smaller and that you can fit into those pants after this. You know what I mean? So let's focus on the small wins. That's the only way I feel like if you're grateful for it, it keeps coming and you keep going. If you're ungrateful for it, you don't get it. Like, you're not going to keep doing it. It's not going to keep coming. It's not going to feel the same, So focus on the small win. Give yourself credit for showing up, right?
Yeah.
Just give your credit. Like, I don't care if nobody else gives you credit. The internet's mean sometimes. Oh, you shouldn't be congratulating yourself on something that you're supposed to do. Congratulate the hell out of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be proud of yourself.
Be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't let other people not congratulating themselves not motivate you to do what you need to do.
Yeah. And to also piggyback off of that, like, even if you don't achieve your goals, give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't meet that goal, or maybe you didn't execute it as perfectly as you envisioned. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Give yourself grace. That's the only way how you're actually going to feel comfortable enough to go back and go at it again is, if you beat yourself up over it, yeah, it may create something in you like, I'm going to get it right next time. But at the same time, give yourself grace.
I agree.
All you have is yourself.
Yeah, see? Look at that. You're in here dropping dimes left and right.
I love it.
Just keep showing up, right? Okay, so nutrition tip of the week. First off, let me ask you, Sophia, is there anything you're struggling with nutritional-wise? We got 2 trainers in here that could literally live help you right now.
Honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. It's the cravings. Like, sometimes, like, I'll have, like, a really intense sugar craving. And, knowing that, like, I try to set this schedule for myself where I don't like to eat before I go to bed. I don't care if it's a snack or anything. I try not to eat before I go to bed. That's just putting useless things on your body when you don't really need to. So, it's the cravings. It really is battling through the cravings of, like, now I just tell myself, okay, if I'm craving any type of sweets or just something to snack on, it's time for bed. There's no way around it. So
just go to sleep.
Yeah, that's the only way I've been able to manage it, because we're just going to shut it all down. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel like? All right, Bernard, if she's your client, she's at the gym and she tells you, look, I'm struggling with this specific thing, what she just said, how do you help her?
Me, on a personal note, I don't think it matters when you eat. It really doesn't matter when you eat, because it's going to get processed the same way. It's just a matter of, it's mind over matter. All about that portion control. Me, on a personal note, I'd ask, what'd you eat throughout the day? You know, if I were to get a generalized idea as far as the macros and stuff like that, a little snack, I wouldn't necessarily worry about it, because at the end of the day, like that 80-20, 80% lean, 20% moderation, I personally don't think it's a problem. Especially with your mindset. You have such a great mindset. I don't think that, honestly, I personally, if you were my client, I don't think you're on that fall off type deal. Obviously, I'd keep you accountable. But if you were to come to me like that, saying something like that, I don't think you would be on the verge of falling off. It's just a matter of what's the snack that you ate.
That's what I was going to say. How much of it did we eat?
Portion control. That's all it is too. That 20% in moderation. That's what I'm worried about. Doesn't matter when you eat it. It's just a matter of what you eat and how much did you eat. That's about it. That's all it is to it.
Half a pane of ice cream.
Hey, man.
Nothing like that.
Halo top, man.
Nothing like that.
bro.
It's always something simple, but it is something like, I be trying to cut back on the sugar cravings, because I do know that, like, I enjoy sugar. I mean, I do. But as far as, like, I guess it's one of those things I just try to do to manage my intake on things, and sometimes you gotta have little ways of governing and disciplining yourself. So one person's way of disciplining themselves may be unorthodox to another person, but hey, whatever works.
Yeah
She said, if I get cravings, I go straight to sleep.
That's it.
Straight to sleep.
Kitchen clothes. Like,
I love that.
That's so funny.
Yeah. At least I know you listen, though. Cut the refined sugar. She listens.
That's what we're working on.
So they ain't got to cut it completely, but you know what I mean. We talk about this.
Yes.
All right. So keep it simple for those of y'all that need nutrition advice. Heavy on the protein, complex carbs, and veggies, green stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like say, one thing I learned recently is even if you just got a handful of spinach and put that in a meal a day, that prevents you from having stuff like Alzheimer's or dementia or Wernicke's disease or something like that, where it messes up your memory. So definitely nutrition's a big part of it. Drink a lot of water, and if you have easy meals, put them on repeat. Make your life a lot easier. Make it a batch meal prep for the week. Maybe meal prep like 2 or 3 different kinds so you don't get tired of it. Y'all got a nutrition tip?
Spinach must be nice. I can't have that. I can't.
Why?
I can't, because I have one kidney.
Oh.
Yeah, I have one kidney. So I can have like half a handful of spinach, but that ain't gonna do nothing but piss me off. So I'm not even I'm just gonna cut it off altogether. So yeah, there's a long list of stuff that I can't have that I need. Like spinach, I can't have kale, I can't have avocados, can't have bananas, I can't have sweet potatoes.
These are all the complex carbs.
I
These
know
are everything that you want.
I know.
No. What do you do? How do you work around it and still get proper nutrition?
Well, so I do. I mean, I'm still able to like eat broccoli. I'm still able to eat. Like I try my best to. I try my best to go to like bell peppers, peppers in general. Garlic, but that's not the what is it, like garlic salt or whatever the heck the seasoning is, but like cloves. Actual garlic, the actual cloves, and certain stuff like that. I can't have Brussels sprouts either. But yeah, it's tough, but obviously like there's just a lot of stuff that I got to work around, and I still get my macros. It's just it's very hard.
Everybody got to be grateful, man. Yeah. He wants to eat spinach and he can't.
I do.
Y'all eat spinach. Eat y'all veggies.
I miss spinach so veggies. Much. You know what's funny? So I had because I had my kidney removed due to cancer. That was back in 2011. You know how it's 2026 right now, bro. I miss a banana so much, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man. I like.
You can't even have banana pudding.
No.
That's crazy.
No.
Banana bread.
My wife comes home. Sometimes she go to Smoothie King. She'll get that, that fruit smoothie or whatnot. Got the banana in it, the strawberries, and all. It just, and then she comes to me with a hot breath and be like, "Hey, baby," and I'm just like, "Dang, I can smell the banana on you." I want it so bad. Like, I want a banana so bad, bro.
I swear to God, you don't think about something like that until like you can't have it.
Yeah,
you can't have it, and
yeah.
it's like you just saying that, and I'm like, dang, now I want to go eat bananas. Cause
damn, bro.
Let's just go get like.
And tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. I know my wife's gonna be having tacos with guac. Can't have the guac.
Avocado.
I can't have avocado,
everything?
man. Yeah, I can't have the
No
guac. I'm just gonna eat raw freaking tortilla chips, bro.
I want to cry.
Dog,
It's the saddest moment we've had on the Fit and Sanity show so
pain.
far.
It's pain. It's pain.
This is sad, but God, no guac.
No guac, bro. Yeah.
Not even avocado toast. Fuck.
And it's crazy because, like, my wife used to go to La La Land all the time. They slap that avocado on that toast, man. It's like a thick thing of avocado. I can't have none of it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I can't have it.
You just gotta look at it.
I can't even look at it. I just go to the other room, bro. I just like, damn, bro.
Ain't no point of teasing yourself.
You know what I'm saying? You just go eat this in my face like that. That's crazy. And I just leave. Go on a bike ride or something.
Dang. I feel you. Again, be thankful for everything you can eat.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Like, it could be different at any day. It could be different. So, no, I appreciate you opening up and sharing that, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Hey, I'm an open book, bro. I don't trip on that.
No, yeah, that's just dope that you shared it, because you never know who else is going through different things. You know what I mean? Everybody got problems that they go through, and things that they can't have and things that they can have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see it in real life at the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I see it at times too. So,
and that's why I do what I do.
Yeah, some people need it.
Yeah, that's why I do what I do, because a lot of folks, because I know we were talking about like excuses and stuff like that, and like there are some folks that just don't have the proper mindset, and it's just like I dealt with the kidney removal, the cancer, the chemo, the remission. I dealt with all that. And as soon as I got the green light, I got right back in the gym.
Right.
So it's like, I recreated the mindset. And I feel like anybody that has a pulse, if they're really trying to reach their goals, I for one can tell you that you can do whatever you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. I'm living proof of that. I could be just at the house, just, building up body fat or something, but nah, man, I'm trying to do what I can to change myself and change other people's lives. So
and that's beautiful.
I'm an open book, man. I don't trip on it. I drink my cranberry juice and keep it moving.
I love that. No, I love that, man. I appreciate you saying that. And like Bernard just said, like, yeah, he had a perfect excuse of why he shouldn't be in the gym or didn't, you know what I mean? A really good excuse. But you didn't. It's not an excuse, right? Like, you had a reason to not be there. And then once you got better, where were you at?
At the gym.
You could have stayed you could have did anything else. I respect that so much, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing, actually.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Next segment, quick fix. All right. If someone is struggling, the first thing they should fix is, and I guess, I don't know, should we specify the type of struggle, or let's just say maybe they're struggling with energy. Like they don't have good energy. They want to go to the gym, but they don't feel like it. I'm struggling. You know what I mean? What would you think that they should fix? We'll go with Sophie first, because Bernard's going to give us some expert advice. So let's get your expert advice, Sophie.
I guess, the first thing to analyze is like your routine. Okay, so if you're tired, because I'm guilty of this. I do not sleep well at night. I don't go to bed on time like how I should. I'm working on it, kind of. But, if you find yourself always tired, well, what time are we going to bed? You know, I'm guilty of this. Kind of like reflecting on what's your bedtime routine. How do you unwind? How do you actually ensure that not only are you getting rest, but it's also good quality rest. That's important as well. And what type of things are you between putting into your body? Are you drinking caffeine before you go to bed? So therefore, you know, psychologically your mind is not fully relaxed when you're asleep, or well, you know, what's going on. I feel like there's a lot of things that can be analyzed, but definitely look at that sleep schedule, and then you know, move on to other things. So
I feel it. What about you, V?
Just to piggyback off of that, I mean, all those are good points. They're really good points. The main thing I would look at is is your nutrition. Like, what are you eating on the day to day? Because that, you know, overloading on carbs, you know, you have that's the energy, but at the same time, like, you crash. Like, oh my God, you crash if you overload on carbs. So it's like, what are you looking at with that? Also, proper sleep, as well as, because I know a lot of folks do it, getting on TV, getting on your phones, utilize that digital detox. You know, normally I recommend, you know, getting off of anything with a screen within 2 hours before going to bed. Shoot, if you're a reader, get into a book or something of the sort. That way you don't have the blue light that reflects into your retinas and stuff of that nature that keeps you up, because that's mainly what it does. So that's another big factor as well, especially folks that, you know, that work IT or work in the office or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Get out of that funk. Get off of those screens for about at least a good 2 hours before you go to bed. You know, adding supplements in the mix. You know, magnesium. That's one of the main ones. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, if you're not doing that, take that in effect. But then also, just piggybacking off of yourself, just that, what's your day to day looking like? You know, how is that affecting your, like, your sleep patterns and stuff like that, and what can we do to change that? You know, but I mean, that's pretty much it, really.
Good. Also, natural supplements like ashwagandha.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ashwagandha,
I take
definitely.
ashwagandha.
Yeah. And I was taking ashwagandha in the morning, and I was like, oh, why am I so drowsy all day?
You can take it at night. Yeah, you gotta take it
No,
at
I
night.
did the
at
same
night.
thing. I'm not even gonna hold you. I took one ashwagandha pill every morning. I was like, damn, like, I'm so mellow.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, damn, I'm so sleepy. Like,
Yeah. And be
Yeah.
struggling.
yeah, struggle busting it.
Yeah. I feel like right now, one ashwagandha pill in the morning gets me through my entire day, and then at the end of the day, then I'll take the other. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's good.
just to go to sleep. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So some final advice. Sophia, what's you want to give the people some words of wisdom until you come back next
I
time?
might be a little cliche, but don't give up. It's simple, you know, everyone always says it. Don't give up. Even if you have a bad day, don't disrupt your process. I mean, your progress in your process because you had a bad day, you know, because maybe you didn't achieve the goals that you had planned for yourself. Don't give up. Just keep on going.
I like that. Bernard.
Discipline over motivation is always key. I feel like if you were to achieve a proper mindset and keeping yourself on a consistent note due to your discipline, the motivation is going to diminish, because motivation within itself it's a temporary fix.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of folks are so dwelled with social media, the Instagrams and the TikToks and all that stuff, and you know, once you find that motivation, it's gone after that. You know, you gotta get yourself to that proper mind stasis in which you're able to physically go without having to depend on anything else, whether it's your phone or one of your friends or whatever, what have you. Like, you have that mindset, like, I need to go. So there's discipline over motivation on the real. That's, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I love that. I was thinking about this joke of the week thing, and I'm like,
Nah, man, Jordan ain't here, man.
Yeah, let's just leave
You
it.
don't have those whack jokes, man.
I know, because I was reading, I was just like, who writes this crap? And then I'm like, I write this crap. So,
Oh wait, it's me. Like,
oh, wait, I'm my own enemy. Oh, my bad.
Crazy.
But yeah. All right, so yeah, life's always going to be busy, man. Just stay consistent. You got this. Pat yourself on the back. Remember, love yourself. The world is mean enough to you already. Don't be mean to yourself, right? And also, for those who are looking for extra fitness, the Tailor-Made Fitness Boot Camp is finally active.
Hey.
Saturday mornings, 8 a.m., WS Perimeter, the track. Had some great people come out there last time. Again, the T-shirts will be soon. I don't know how soon. Give me like a month. I got the press and everything, so they'll be coming. The T-shirts will be coming. Other than that, who else do we got to shout out? That's it. I'm trying to think. I saw LV today. He's got a podcast coming out, Sturdy Revert. That's another fitness podcast. Check him out too. And what else? Y'all want to put y'all socials in, or y'all?
Oh man, look, you can find me on Instagram, Muscle Mongrel Fitness. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
go.
look, I post all the things. I post reels. I try to be funny, but I also post some real life stuff. So you can't see it, but I'm like waving my hands right now because I'm like real confident about what I do. No, I'm messing with you.
He looked like somebody from the Boondocks right now.
Hey, go look at my SoundCloud, homie. No, I'm playing. But no, Muscle Mongrel Fitness on Instagram, YouTube, and then also TikTok. I don't really get on TikTok like that though, but my main focus is Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm on the road to 1,000 followers, so I can start going live on there. So come holla at your boy.
There we go. Good. And there we go. So again, stay fit, stay focused, and stay sane. And we will see you next time.
Yeah, we crush it today. Now it's time for the flex. Mind heavy, heart steady. We demand and respect. Fit insanity, the code. We don't break, we don't bend. Every setback is set up. Every loss is a win. Keep the pressure on your goals. Let it sharpen your aim. Hustle hard.